Dude, we just got a summary and we just made 5 trillion souls, 422 billion essence, and 42k shards. No way our crystals do this much of a difference. That is absolutely insane. Oh my god. Hey, what's going on? Cycle back here for another episode here on EnchantedMC. If you guys do want to play with me, the server IP is on your screen. The server is both Java and Bedrock compatible, meaning you can go ahead and play on both versions. But let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into today's episode. We grinded a lot since last episode. We're now sword level 869, almost 870, meaning we've unlocked every single enchant this has for us to offer. I'm pretty sure Death Chain was the level 850 and we already got that maxed out. Time Bomb already maxed out. So the only thing we really need to do is get more shards so we can max out our shard enchants. This is something that's pretty important that we need to do. We need to max out Amplify, we need to max out Guardian's Magic, and we need to max out the Flash enchant. And also, once we reach level 1000, I'm actually going to take off my Enhancer Crystal for something better, so we're making a ton more tokens. As you can see in our summary, we're only making 483 billion souls, so I want to definitely change that in today's episode, and I have a couple plans on how I can do that. With the max sword, we can actually go ahead and rebirth now, and we will get a lot of rebirths. I'm going to go ahead and lock in for a little bit, get to a rebirth 100, and I will cut back. So we just said rebirth 100, and I'm not gonna lie, that took a little longer than I expected, but ever since I got the money pet, we have been rebirthing a lot quicker. It looked, he made that fly by kind of quickly, but we do have 27 totem skin boxes to go ahead and open. But before we actually open that, I want to open these 20 tier 4 totem boxes. We got them from our slash pass. Did we unlock a new tier yet? No, we did not, but I'm pretty sure it was this one right here. Yeah, we got 20 totem skin boxes, 20 tier 4 totems, and we got the other 7 from combining our candles. I do want to open these tier 4 totem boxes first. Honestly, there isn't really anything in here that I need, so we're just going to open them all at once. We got a tier 2 totem, tier 3 soul, tier 3 money, tier 4 essence, tier 3 money, tier 3 soul, tier 3 tool. This was already our past totem. Tier 3 enchant, not bad. Let's just go through the rest. Another tier 3 enchant. And another tier 3 enchant. Okay, that's pretty good. And another tier 3 enchant. I'm pretty sure now we can make a tier 4 2-star enchant totem. Let me just have a look at all our totems. I will cut back and see. We are just short of a 2-star tier 4 enchant totem. We only need 2 more tier 3s and then we will be able to make a tier 4 2-star. Because we already have a tier 4 right here. So if we just get 2 more tier 3s, we'll be able to combine them all together and get a tier 4 2-star. We still have 3 more to actually open. Wait, I didn't even notice. We got a tier 2 enchant, tier 2 tool, and a tier 3 tool. Okay, we do not need those. But now, on to the fun stuff. We got 27 totem skin boxes to open. We only have 2 rainbow skin right now. We don't have any ocean. We don't have anything else. So I'm going to actually go ahead and open them right now. Hopefully we can get some pretty good things out of here. Shadow skin, flame skin, nature skin, sun skin, flower, death, nature, flame, shadow, sun, death, sun skin. Okay, we're down to 10. Come on. Give us something good here. Devil, sun, flame, nature, devil, treasure, angel, clown, death, and nature skin. That is unfortunate. We did not get anything good there. But now let's open this firework loot box. I also got it from my pass. Low-key, the only thing we need out of here, an inferno skin would be good, and a kraken rank would also be good. Kraken rank would be to sell, inferno skin would be for us to use, and an enchant pet as well. If we can get an enchant pet out of here, I will not be mad at all because we do not have one yet. And of course, we got the beat skin, one of the worst rewards you can get out of the crate. Shout out to 6H9 for absolutely hooking us up with 5 Q souls, 510 trillion essence, and 20 million shards. I did actually spend some off camera upgrading Moment's Rest. I want to get this as high as possible, but now it's like expensive. I don't want to spend any more shards onto that. Let me max out Amplify for 5 million. That's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Let me max out Flash, 14 levels for 1.4 mil. That's not bad. And then 6 levels for 1 mil. There we go. And now let me look at what enchants I can actually go ahead and awaken. So Flash right here, definitely worth doing. I'm going to get that to level 5. There we go. And then Guardian's Magic, we can do that as well. Make it that to level 5 as well. No, we'll get that to level 4. That one's kind of expensive. Oh, shoot. Guardian's Magic was already level 4. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. That was actually kind of expensive. It was like 5 million, I think. But it's fine. We move on. Minion, we don't need, and these ones right here we don't need either. I guess we'll just put the last one into Moment's Rest. Just our dual sword actually activates a lot more. And now let me go to our soul enchants. We also got 5 Q souls to go ahead and spend. So I guess I'm gonna enchant all of these bottom ones right here. we can get this for 100 trillion, 190 trillion. I guess we'll also awaken it for 300 trillion. And then now another 300 trillion, we can go ahead and put it in there. I think that's good enough for zombie apocalypse. Now let me move on down even more. We don't really need any of these ones. I guess time bomb we can do, because time bomb actually helps us with our dual sword. And the way we're going to make all our soul and essence is going to be through our dual sword enchant, because those are actually the way to go. Let me go down the list even more. I guess we can do laser a little bit. This should be pretty cheap to actually just go ahead and do. There we go. That should be level 9 now, I think. Yeah, level 9. There we go. And then that should be it. We do have slime bunny, but this one's really cheap, so I'm just going to do 2 right there. And these ones don't really matter anymore. We already have them maxed out. Let me move on to our essence now. We have 500 trillion to spend. We can do our mirror enchant. We can awaken it just a little bit. These are actually pretty cheap right now because we got boosted such a large amount. Penetrate is next. 9, 24, 61. Okay, we'll stop there. Chicken jockey, we can prestige a little bit. Get that to 45 trillion. There we go. And then now we can do our ghost enchant. 2 trillion, 4, 12, 30. We'll do the 76 as well. Now let's move on down. We can do our phantom swarm. We can max that out. There we go. And then all of these other ones don't really matter. They are for damage. And all these other ones don't really matter. They're all for damage. We're trying to make as much soul and essence as we can per summary. So we're focusing on only the currency enchants. We're actually about to get our dual sword right now in 2 more %. And then I'm going to cut back once we get a full summary from dual sword. And I want to know how much we're going to make. We just got a summary. It was half dual sword, half not. And we already made 1.7 trillion souls, 146 billion essence. This is 4x how much we were making. And this is not only because of dual sword. Like, yes, our 400 billion was without dual sword, but it is because of the crystals we have on our sword. I was told these crystals by one of the top players, and as much as I want to show you guys, unfortunately I cannot. The only way that I could get these crystals was if I could not tell you all, which does suck. I'm really sorry, but let's go ahead and see. We got another 1.7 trillion. So we just made 4x the amount of tokens we were getting. And it is only because of these crystals. So crystals definitely play a huge role when it comes to getting essence and stuff. Alright, so we just upgraded our totems a little bit. Now we have a tier 4 2-star enchant totem. We have a tier 4 2-star soul totem, tier 4 2-star pass totem, and a tier 4 2-star essence totem. Hopefully these will help us out a ton in getting a lot more currencies. But now I'm going to go ahead and get a full dual sword. Now I'll cut back, see how much essence and souls we are making. Dude, we just got a summary and we just made 5 trillion souls, 422 billion essence, and 42k shards. No way our crystals do this much of a difference. That is absolutely insane. Oh my god. We can finally start helping our teammates on G-Top, considering now we're making 5 trillion souls. So that is pretty dope. But now we are number 4. But number 3 is actually striked right now. So they are currently missing 2.94 points. So about 3 points. And we are only behind by 1 point. Meaning we are currently ahead by 2 points. Because they are striked for 1% of their value. I know it says we're number 4, but because of their strike, we are now number 3 on G-Top. And I'm not gonna lie, we're getting absolutely carried. We don't even have 1 Q souls or 100 trillion essence, but 6H9 over here has 104 Q souls and 10 Q essence. Pagan PvP is also the second carry with 32 Q souls and 3 Q essence. So they are absolutely carrying our guild like crazy. Them two alone have more than 90% of our G-Top value. So shout out to those two people for absolutely carrying us. But without the rest of our members, we would not be number 2 right now on Rebirth. So shout out to them as well. We do have all 12 of our gifts to claim. I was on this last night and I did not claim any of these. So let me go ahead and claim them all. So far, we have not yet gotten anything good. Wow. Okay, we got 4 totem skin boxes. Not bad. Let's go. Everything else was boosters and sword perks. But now let me open these. We got an angel skin, a moon skin, nature skin, and a treasure skin. I don't know why it's so hard to get a rainbow skin or an ocean skin on dungeons. But on Skyblock, we literally got rainbows like back to back. Like that's how easy it was to get rainbows on Skyblock. But on here, it's just like impossible. But yeah, this will be my last episode here on Dungeons, only because tomorrow is Prison's release. So if you guys do want to get an early start and start on SOTW the second it drops, go ahead and join the Discord. The server link is in the description. And once it is released, it will be announced. But with that being said, I think that's where we're going to go ahead and call it for this Dungeons episode. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below if you've not yet already. And while you're at it, hit that like button as well, just because it does help push out my videos. I had a lot of fun recording today's episode, and I had a lot more fun playing this dungeon season. So you'll definitely see more from me here on EnchantedMC. If you don't want to miss out on my next upload, go ahead and turn on post notifications just so you're alerted. But until then, peace.